सुबह की किरण रोशनी लेके आई, नई उम्मीदों की सौगत संग लाई। मुस्कुराइए और शुरू कीजिए ये दिन, क्योंकि हर नए सवेरे में है एक नई कहानी छुपी हुई।
Wow, wow. Oh my goodness, Devesh. That was pure magic. I never knew you had this poetic genius in you.
Thank you, Akshya. I guess I was just waiting for the right moment to shine, because today is a brand new day, a fresh new start, and another great opportunity to learn, grow, and inspire each other.
Good morning, dear Principal Ma'am, respected teachers, and my fellow Dwpsites.
It is an absolute honor to welcome you all to the very first special assembly of the academic year 2025-26, presented by us, the students of grade 10.
On the theme, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that really counts.
Let us start off our day with a morning prayer. As we bow our heads with gratitude, let us remind ourselves that each new day is a blessing and another great opportunity to learn from our mistakes made yesterday.
I now call upon Hansika to lead us with a prayer.
Good morning, everyone. I request everyone to join your hands, close your eyes, and repeat after me. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. Thank you.
Our actions define our future, and our pledge defines our commitments towards our nation. Let us take this moment to reaffirm our commitment towards our nation by taking the national pledge.
Let us now call upon the Raj to lead us with the pledge.
Request everyone to stretch their right hand forwards and repeat after me. India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always strive to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers, and all elders respect and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people, I pledge my devotion. In their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness.
Well, Devesh, I guess many of us have seen many motivational and thoughtful quotes displayed around our campus. All thanks to Chairman Sir for his motivational thoughts to instill moral values in us. Let us now have our friends talk about the quotes displayed in our grade 10 classroom.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shardul and I am from 10th grade. The quote displayed in my class reads as, if you don't want to sacrifice for what you want become the sacrifice. It means if you are not willing to give up comfort, distractions and bad habits to chase your dreams, then your dreams will become the one you lose. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am B. Advait from grade 10. The quote displayed in my class reads as, no candle loses its light while burning the other candle. So never stop sharing, caring and helping others. The idea symbolizes is, so never stop sharing, whether it is by giving knowledge or resources. It never diminishes your own well-being, but it enriches your life and gives a great purpose. Thank you.
Let us now sing the praises of our school that instill a sense of respect and togetherness that leaves an everlasting impression in our hearts.
Let us now call our school choir to lead us with the school song.
Let us celebrate the joy and praises of the school we hold so dear. Of the school that claims our respect, Dwps, surely we cheer. Stand, revel in joy and pride, ever ready to proclaim. Stand, revel in joy and pride, ever ready to our fearless motto. Honor is our guiding star. Ever ready to recoup us when the steps are wandered afar. Time to see us falling apart. Life may grow dull and cold. Time to see us falling apart. Life may grow dull and cold. Still our cling to our affection. BWPS shall have our hope. Still our cling to our affection. BWPS shall have our hope. Still our cling to our affection. BWPS shall have our hope.
Hey Devesh, I see that you've been quite focused in academics lately. Looks like the board exam season has already kicked in.
Absolutely, Akshya. I recently realized how much time I've been spending on gadgets, and honestly, it's been taking up all my productive time. I guess this is something a lot of us struggle with these days, but if we manage our screen time with extracurricular activities like sports and arts, we would see a huge difference.
Well said, Devesh. Just think, if the masterminds who invented our smartphones, tablets, and laptops had wasted all of their time on gadgets instead of creating them, we wouldn't have had these incredible technologies today.
Absolutely, that's been on my mind too. I truly admire the people who have created smartphones, bringing the whole world to our fingertips.
Well then, let's put your tech knowledge to the test.
Oh, bring it on.
Alright, here's a tricky one. Which multinational tech company has more cash reserves than the US government and dominates the market with its products being the most sold worldwide?
It's undoubtedly the Apple.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's incredible how a single tech company has not only managed to change the whole technology world but also built an empire which even surpasses some national economies.
Absolutely, from a small garage to a global giant, just proves how visionary ideas can change the whole world. My brother is always obsessed with iPhones. And guess what, Akshya? Today, he woke up like never before and is left to line up at the Apple store.
Wow, that's crazy.
Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to my channel Chit Chat with Himavarshit. Today we are here at the Apple iStore. I'm super excited to make home the new iPhone 16 Pro. Guess what? The time is 6 a.m. and you can see people here too early before the time. Trust me, none of them would have reached the exam centers too early. But it's seriously such a long line and it's sunny actually. Dude, you're second in the line. What's your feeling?
బ్రో నేను ఇంగ్లీష్లో కంటే తెలుగులోనే బెటర్ చెప్తా బ్రో. చూడు బ్రో, ట్రాక్ పైన వచ్చేసా. నైట్ మొత్తం ఎక్సైట్మెంట్తో నిద్రే రాలేదు బ్రో.
Dude, you're first.
బ్రో నైట్ మొత్తం మీకేం నిద్రపోయినాం బ్రో. ఎక్సైట్మెంట్లో నిద్ర కూడా పట్టలే. ఇక ఎక్సైట్మెంట్లో నిద్ర కూడా పట్టట్లే. ఇక మాటలు కూడా అట్లా ఎక్సైట్మెంట్లో నాకు బాగా ఇది అవుతుంది.
Wow, great bro. There are even girls in the line. Let's ask how they're feeling.
We are excited. We even skipped college to be here.
What? Seriously?
Yes.
Wow, these guys are crazy than me. After I get the new iPhone, we'll meet again. Until then, signing off, Himavarshit.
What? People are crazy. It's 6:30 and they're still lining up here? Wait, he looks like my friend. Hey, Himavarshit?
Hey, Bhavesh.
No way. What are you doing here? Don't tell me. You're one of those crazy guys who lined up since sunrise here. Man, that's insane.
Huh. You know me, right? I wouldn't miss this for anything. I've been here since 6 a.m. in the morning and it's totally worth it.
You know, I don't understand these Apple products. What? It's just a phone, right?
Whoa, just a phone?
Yeah.
Wait, let me ask them. Is it just a phone? Is it just a phone? Dude, this is a legacy. Have you ever heard of Steve Jobs?
Of course, that turtleneck guy who went on to make Apple famous. What about him?
Dude, he didn't just make phone. He created a revolution. Before iPhone, we were out here, stugging out with tiny buttons, flipping out phones like it was an action movie. But then boom, he gave us apps, touchscreens, and a reason to feel broke every year.
So, you're telling me this whole hype is like carrying on Steve Jobs' vision?
Exactly. It's not about the price, it's about being part of something bigger. Innovation, Apple culture, design. Steve Jobs built this empire, and every iPhone release is a tribute to his genius.
Oh yeah, did he put a magic spell on people?
Pretty much, he didn't just launch products, he turned them into events.
Okay, but was it really that special?
Dude, when he first introduced the revolutionary iPhone in 2007, he didn't just say, here's a new phone. He said, today, wait, you have to see this yourself online.
Man, I'm really keen to watch it already.
Good morning. Today is a day I've been looking forward for 2.5 years. Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along the lines that changes everything. In 1984, we've introduced the Macintosh. It didn't just change Apple, it changed the entire computer industry. In 2004, we've introduced the iPod. It didn't just change the way we listen to music, it changed the entire music industry. Today, we're introducing 3 new products of such class. Number 1, being an iPod with widescreen touch controls. Number 2, a mobile phone. Number 3, a breakthrough internet communicator. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it the iPhone. Well, now let's take a step back. Every phone before now had a widescreen touch display. It was extremely hard to use. The keys were extremely small. They're finicky. You cannot use them. Then what did we use to point such a device? A stylus, right? No. We've used the best pointing device in the entire world. In fact, we are born with 10 of them. Our fingers. And we are calling it the multi-touch. The iPhone is like having your life in your pocket. The iPhone is not just another internet experience. It is not. It is the internet. This is the future, and it starts today. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Okay, I'll admit it. I actually got chills when he was speaking. But I have a doubt. Was it really 3 different products? That was kind of epic.
I told you, right?
But I have a doubt. How did Apple even start? And what about Steve Jobs you're talking about? How did he even start?
Now we are asking the right questions. Alright, picture this. It's 1956. 2 guys, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, were working out in a tiny garage.
Oh, wait. In a tiny garage? I thought it was just a tech myth.
Nope, 100% real. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak built the first Apple computer by hand at Jobs' garage, which was built by his father Paul with a great interest. Wozniak was a tech genius and Jobs was a visionary, a man who knew how to turn an idea into a business.
Hey everyone, this is Bhanu.
This is Arjun.
And this is Advait.
Before you get into the scene, we have some interesting facts in here. Do you know that Steve, along with his friend Wozniak, built low-cost digital blue boxes in the year 1972 during their early graduation period, which would manipulate the telephone exchange signals and trick the system into allowing long-distance phone calls without even paying. As this was illegal, they were nearly caught by police and escaped, but they made good amounts of money, and more than that, they thought of beating their products by making their own products. So if not for blue boxes, there would have been no Apple.
Later on, Steve Jobs dropped out from the college as he wouldn't fix himself to a typical classroom and always wanted to work on something new. He was later hired by Atari, the world's biggest video game company of that time, as a computer technician at a young age of 18. He was also regarded as the smartest guy in the room by co-founder of Atari, Nolan Bushnell.
Jobs would have actually continued to work at Atari, but he wouldn't settle for mediocrity. Jobs, along with his brainly friend Wozniak, decided to design a computer on their own. This inspiration was taken by attending the meeting at the Homebrew Computer Club, which was a computer and a hobbies group where there was exchange of ideas regarding the computing devices between the members. Thank you.
Hey, boss.
Hey, Jobs.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine too. Yep, you're lost. You looking for something?
Yeah, the screwdriver. It's missing.
I think I just found it there. Just a second. Heads up, boss.
Thanks, Jobs. Hey, Jobs.
Yeah?
Do you remember the blue box incident?
Of course I do. What about it?
It still gives me chills under my spine, you know.
I know, right? It was a very narrow escape from the police that day. What happened? How's the work done so far?
Something's wrong, Jobs.
I think that is the last wire that's supposed to be connected. Just a second. There? Does it work?
Yes, of course. Jobs. We did it. The first ever prototype of a computer. It's ready.
Buddy! We did it! The first prototype of a computer we put our heart and soul into. It's done?
This.
Wait, I got an idea. What if we sell this in the mainstream market?
What? Do you think it would work?
Of course it would, my friend. When you have a car, you could go wherever and whenever you want. That means you own the car. Likewise, the products in today's market are neither affordable nor accessible. But this could change that.
Alright then, let's do this.
Trust me, buddy. I won't let you down.
How did they establish their company? Jobs, along with his friend Wozniak and a third person, Ronald, had founded the Apple Computer Company as a business partnership. Jobs then approached Paul Terrell, the owner of Byte Shop, a local computer shop with Apple I prototype.
Hello, sir.
Hello, young man.
My name is Steve Jobs, sir. Me and my friend have been working on this new prototype. This would be the first of its kind, sir. But, sir, only if you put it to the market.
Let's have a look at it first.
Yes, sir, please. This could be connected to a monitor for it to program.
Does it come with a keyboard?
Yes, it does. Sir, are you interested?
I am interested, young man. I'll buy them, but only on one condition.
What is it?
I want them delivered assembled, all of them assembled.
Of course, sir.
But I'll pay only on delivery.
And how much for one, sir?
$500.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, sir. I'll deliver them on time. Thank you.
Oh wow, Jobs got his first order successfully. You know what? They started to operate from Jobs' garage at his home. And the kitchen was not less than a workshop. But as the saying goes, all is not well as it seems. Jobs had a really tough time to get his investment for the next orders.
Why not? Of course his product was a breakthrough.
You're right. But banks were reluctant to lend him loan because the idea of computer for ordinary people seemed too absurd at those days.
Excuse me, sir. Two young men have come to meet you about investment.
Let them in.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. May I come in?
Come in. I wonder seeing you guys here. Are you here for an education loan or something?
I'm afraid not, sir. We are here seeking an investment.
An investment?
Yes, sir.
What's that for?
For a computer, sir.
A computer?
Yes, sir.
How much for one?
$500.
For a computer, $500.
Excuse me, sir. This is not just a computer, it's a revolution. We will bring computing to everyone.
Exactly,
Obviously, with the help of your investment, sir.
And your company is?
Sir, my company is my parents' garage, sir.
Steve, are you kidding me? Who needs a computer at home? Bank, invest in safe ideas.
Sir, one day, everyone will need a computer, sir. Schools, homes, hospitals, everyone will need a computer. Computers will be as common as telephones. Even you're using one. It's just the IBM.
Sounds risky, man.
Sir, you could either invest in another real estate project or help change the world for better.
Sorry, I don't see the chances of your idea succeeding.
Understood, sir. But if you ever feel a change in your opinion, please give me a call.
Hope so. Success doesn't come so easily.
Yes, we need the perseverance and the courage to face the odds.
I am anxious now. Tell me what happened.
Jobs was fortunate enough to meet the investor and businessman Mike Markula, who co-signed a loan for $250,000 and became one-third shareholder of Apple.
Finally, but I have a question. Why did Steve Jobs and Wozniak name their company Apple and why not Mango or Cherry?
What? Seriously? Don't you know? There you go.
Of course we do. There are 3 reasons for why the name Apple. Steve switched over to a fruitarian diet and he liked apples. He wanted the name to be simple and in contrast with technical names from other tech companies. And he wanted the name to be earlier in the alphabetical listings, especially before Atari.
This shows the kind of visionary he was. Actually, there's something more to it. The Apple logo transformation. The original Apple logo features Isaac Newton holding a book sitting on an apple tree which was designed by Ronald Wayne. Later, Steve Jobs thought it was old-fashioned. He wanted the logo to represent the modern computer design's importance. After considerable changes in multiple logo designs over a period of time, the present-day Apple logo was designed, which features a flat design with a bitten apple logo in black, white, or silver.
And the bitten apple logo was intentionally designed to distinguish it from a cherry as both of them look alike. And I know many of us wonder why Steve Jobs only wore a black turtleneck with a blue jeans. This is because it reduced the number of decisions he had to make in the morning. He liked the look of it and it felt like a uniform. In any ways, it's the mind that matters and not the appearances.
That's absolutely correct.
Oh no! I'm deeply involved in the conversation with you and forgot to keep up my position in the queue.
That's fine. The stock isn't over yet. Tell me further how Apple progressed.
Well, I guess you're into it now. Well, as Wozniak and Jobs partnered with the investor Mike, they could launch Apple II, which had advanced features like graphics, color display, and many more. Apple launched its first offering of its stock in the market and generated the most capital than ever.
That's mind-blowing. There is no turning back and the success story continued, right?
Of course not, dude. Life is not a bed of roses. It has thorns too.
This is a total chaos, man. I'm afraid I don't have a solution.
Good morning, board. I wonder why you summoned me here today.
Good morning. So members, this is absurd that we are not able to troubleshoot this issue.
After all, we can't ignore the fact that we are answerable to our customers.
Of course, I have been trying my level best. I have suggested that the chassis of the computer be raised by 6 inches so the heat could dissipate from the under.
This is insane. Come on, Jobs, try to be practical. Don't you have a better solution? Our competitor, IBM, may already come up with a better solution.
Absolutely.
Board, with all due respect, is that all?
Yes.
Then I'll take your leave for now. Thank you.
The world out there is full of competition to surpass each other. You have to make a quick move before someone else pounces.
Oh no, that was unexpected. How did Apple survive in this situation? And what about Steve Jobs?
There wasn't a solution and Apple III computers were called off from market. Jobs then launched Macintosh, a newer and advanced version of Apple III, in its competition with its counterpart IBM.
But was it really the solution?
Not really.
Hello board, I'm here with a problem. I do not understand why the board isn't considering my team's contribution, working efficiently in scaling up high sales of Apple II that Jobs' team has failed to market.
Of course we do, Scully. Both the projects have equal privileges in a company.
What?
I object to this kind of viewpoint where Apple's PCs are not making their point in the market in spite of being aware of IBM's PCs.
Steve, the Macintosh may be innovative, but it's bleeding money. Your leadership style is damaging morale. People are leaving, and the board is concerned.
That's right. We cannot deny Steve's efforts in promoting
Exactly.
Macintoshes.
What? This is absolutely ridiculous. We cannot invest our time into something that's just insignificant.
Wait, Scully. We can talk about this. We can set things right.
No, we can't set things right. I recommend the board to shift jobs from the Macintosh to the new product development team.
Look, Steve, we've made a decision. The board believes that it's in the best interest of Apple that you step down from your current role.
You are firing me? You are firing me from the company that I built?
We are not firing you, Steve. We just think Apple needs a different kind of leadership.
Leadership? What leadership? I
Come on.
am the one and only leader here.
Look, Steve, we believe you have lost focus.
Focus? Really? Focus? I am the only one with focus here. I work day in and out to market Apple III.
And yet the numbers don't lie. Investors are nervous. John Scully has the
John Scully? John Scully? I bought you in here.
What?
You're a Pepsi salesman before.
That's what's best for the Apple.
I know what's best for Apple.
Come on.
Well, board, I've made my own decision. I am leaving this company. But one day, mark my words, one day I'll return. When I return, this company is not just going to be great, it's going to be legendary.
This internal conflict between Jobs and Scully didn't subside, and Jobs decided to make a move from Apple.
What? Jobs left the company which was his dream and his vision?
My dear friend, as the saying goes, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. Life is not a smooth journey. It's full of struggles and hurdles in its path. But the show must go on.
But man, that's like kicking out Iron Man out of Avengers because he's too much.
Pretty much, Jobs was devastated. But instead of sulking, he created Nexting and casually turned Pixar into multi-billion-dollar animation studio.
Man, if that were me, I would have left virus in their computers just to mess with them.
But Jobs wasn't like that. He just moved forward. And he also produced many famous animation movies like Up, The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, and many such movies.
आसमान छूने की हम मंगे, हिम्मत से आगे बढ़ेंगी कदम, कभी हार न मानेंगे हम, सपनों से सजे हैं मेरे ये गम, ओ आज ही जीतेंगे हम हर बाजी, कदम कदम पर लिखेंगे अपनी कहानी, ना झुकेंगे कभी ना हार मानेंगे, सपनों की उड़ेगी उड़ान बारी। ओ, 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 रास्तों में पहाड़ जुड़े हैं, दिल में हौसले और जुनून पड़े हैं, हर मुश्किल को हराना है हमें, आंधियों से भी लड़ना है जैसे, ओ आज ही जीतेंगे हम हर बाजी, कदम कदम पर लिखेंगे अपनी कहानी, ना झुकेंगे कभी ना हार मानेंगे, सपनों की उड़ेगी उड़ान बारी। ओ, रास्तों में पहाड़ जुड़े हैं, दिल में हौसले और जुनून बड़े हैं, हर मुश्किल को हराना है हमें, आंधियों से भी लड़ना है जैसे, ओ आज ही जीतेंगे हम हर बाजी, कदम कदम पर लिखेंगे अपनी कहानी, ना झुकेंगे कभी ना हार मानेंगे, सपनों की उड़ेगी उड़ान भारी। ओ, 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 ओ,
Now, let me tell you something really interesting. The turning point.
Wait, I'm really curious already. Tell me about it.
Apple was already struggling to make its sales in the market.
Now I understand. There was no choice but bring back Steve Jobs.
Exactly. In fact, Jobs received a grand welcome from Apple, which offered him a $4,000 million to own next thing. And then, Jobs took over as the CEO of the company. And he developed it using Mac operating system 10, the revolutionary iPod, the iPhone series, and the list goes on.
That's why Steve Jobs is not just called a tech guy, but a comeback king. I'm seriously starting to respect him.
We all must do.
Welcome back, Jobs. It was a long wait, and I certainly believe that you can bring in the much needed to the Apple.
Well, it was certainly a long wait, of course. Apple stocks are sinking right now. Let's bring this sinking ship aboard. And remember our quote, people. Think different.
Now, I'm visualizing the hero's elevation scene in our typical Tollywood movies. The hype there is real.
I can pretty much relate this to one of my favorite songs in Tollywood, which can be motivating and inspiring for all of us. Here you go!
సుడిగుండాలు ఎదురైనా లెక్కించకు
దేని ఎదురీదాలి చేరాలి లక్ష్యాలని ఒడ్డున ఉండి రాళ్ళేస్తారు నీ పస తెలియని చెత్త జనాలు రత్నంలా నువ్వు తేలిన నాడు మూసుకుపోవా వాకిన నోళ్ళు ఒడ్డున ఉండి రాళ్ళేస్తారు నీ పస తెలియని చెత్త జనాలు రత్నంలా నువ్వు తేలిన నాడు మూసుకుపోవా వాకిన నోళ్ళు ముక్క చెక్కలుగా విరిచేయి నీకెదురు పడిన చిక్కులని ఉక్కు రెక్కలతో ఎగరై నిన్ను నమ్ముకున్న నీ కలని అదిగో ఆకాశం నీ హద్దురా దాన్నందే అవకాశం వదలొద్దురా ఇటురా అని చిటికేశావో గెలుపెందుకు దిగి రావాలి నీకు మరి మిగతా వాళ్ళకి తేడా ఎట్టా తెలియాలి గర్వంగా చెప్పుకునేందుకు నీకు ఓ కథ కావాలి చెమటోడ్చి పొందిన విజయం పరిమళమై నిన్ను చేరాలి కన్ను చిన్నగున్నాదంటూ చిన్న కలలు కంటావా లేనిపోని పేదరికంతో వాటికి గిరిగిస్తావా మట్టిలోకి వెళ్ళిపోయావో మళ్ళీ పుట్టి వస్తావా ఉన్నదొక్క జీవితమే ఊరికే వదిలేస్తావా మనసు పెట్టి పని చేస్తూ ఓర్పుతోనే అడుగేసే నీరైన మార్పుగా నేడే సరికొత్త చరితనే రాసేయ్ ఆకాశం నీ హద్దురా బల 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 బల
The stock is over? Dude, I was this close of getting the new phone in my hand and now I have nothing.
That's kind of on me, I think so. Think of it as Steve Jobs setbacks. You definitely have a plan B, right?
Yes, I do have a plan B. And you are buying me an iPhone online.
No, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Wow, that was an incredible performance. The skit was entertaining and thought-provoking. The performance was engaging, well-paced, and truly captured the essence of the story. Steve Jobs' life was a testament to passion, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. His final message to the world was not just advice, it was a challenge. Stay hungry, stay foolish. He urged us to follow our intuition, chase what we love, and never settle for anything less than extraordinary. He was more than just a visionary. He was an inspiration to entrepreneurs all around the world. For every aspiring entrepreneur, Steve Jobs' legacy is a great reminder that success isn't about where you start from. It's about how fearless you are in pursuing your dreams. Talking about entrepreneurs, did you know many great companies have faced setbacks only to rise again stronger than ever before, such as Netflix, Tesla, and Kellogg's. I'd now like to invite my friends Advay, Arpita, and Dheeraj for a special instrumental performance. Please welcome them over with a huge round of applause.
Truly captivating. Let's give them a huge round of applause.
Now, we would like to invite Palvi Ma'am, class teacher of grade 10, to share her thoughts on today's assembly's topic.
Thank you, Divyesh.
A bright and a pleasant morning, respected principal ma'am, my dear colleagues, and all the beautiful faces over here. How are you all doing? Good morning once again. I think all of you liked the performances today and were able to relate to the theme of the assembly. What was the theme? Yes, success is not final, failure is not fatal, but it's the courage to continue that counts. Children, I have an interesting question for you. Can anybody name a famous personality or a person who achieved success without facing troubles, without facing any hardships, without even failing once? Is there any person like that whom you know? Quite impossible, right? There's nobody in this world who have achieved success without failing even once. There are a lot of hurdles that come your way. There are so many problems. For example, there's a child, he wants to be an athlete. So somebody may say, will you be able to do that? Can you do that? You may not be able to do that. But what should you do? Turn a deaf ear to all those negative comments. What you have to do? Go forward. Keep trying. Focus and continue in your path to success. And remember one thing, once you achieve success, is that final? You will be always successful? Is it so? No, right? Success again is not final. Success and failure are a part of a journey, right? So we have to be very sportive and carry forward. Yes or no, children? So what matters is you have to have the courage to keep going in your journey. And I just want to sing 2 lines from the song which have a very subtle meaning. ఒడ్డున ఉండి రాళ్ళేస్తారు నీ పస తెలియని చెత్త జనాలు రత్నంలా నువ్వు తేలిన నాడు మూసుకుపోవా వాగిన నోళ్ళు. It means that people who have given negative comments will shut their mouth when you show your success to them. That's the answer to them. Yes or no? Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity, dear ma'am.
Thank you, Pallavi ma'am, for those inspirational words.
Every great institution thrives under visionary leadership. Today, we have the privilege to hear from our esteemed principal ma'am, Dr. N. Janvi Reddy ma'am. She is not just an administrator, but a mentor, an inspiration, and a pillar of strength for our school's success. Please, ma'am.
Good morning, my dear team and beloved students. Success and failure are intertwined aspects of our life. No one experiences only triumphs. Everyone needs to undergo the obstacles so that they can foster self-growth in their life. Children, the key message from Steve Jobs' journey is to the importance of forging our own path. We have to create our own path. So if we can cultivate that, for example, if any organization wants to use our talents and discards us out of the institution or organization, even then you can bounce back because you know your worth. You are talented. Even people can come to know about your worth so that they can come to you. Again, they want you to be back into their organization. Exactly what happened with Steve Jobs. Children, people can copy your ideas, but it is very daunting task to replicate the idea of execution, your own unique way. They can't replicate that. It is very daunting task for them. So, if you are exposed to obstacles, then you are growing stronger by day. Each and every person need to undergo challenges. It is very obvious, children. Without challenges, there is no growth for us. You have to come out of that comfort zone so that you can learn the things. See, one thing, again, if you want to be called as a successful person, what will come into the picture? Discipline will come into the picture. Don't think that, ma'am, wherever you go, whatever you speak, discipline will be there into that. Not only in the student life, throughout our life, we have to follow discipline, then only you can achieve success. This is the only mantra of a successful person. Children, do remember, discipline is very important in planning the things, and it is very important to execute the things without procrastination. Then only you will be called as successful person. Today's topic I gave to grade 10 students because I know the assembly will be before their elections. All grade 10 students, what you performed here, you have given your best. Today's assembly was excellent, exuberant. You have set one benchmark to all the classes. And this assembly topic, why I gave you people means, your elections are going to come, you have given your best, and you should have that courage to receive whether it is success or a failure. For example, if you take head boy, there are 4 contestants. Yuvan, Himavarshit, Bhavesh, and then Ashwik. Is it possible for us to make 4 members as head boy children? Only one will come. All 4 are equally competent with each other. Now, voting is a very powerful weapon, you know that? You are going to select your head boy. So other 3 should be ready to accept. You have given your 100%, but you should be ready to accept the results. Right, children? You should have that courage. Failure and success are both intertwined aspects of our life. Please do remember that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We would like to thank all the support staff and teachers for their hard work and dedication. Their efforts behind the scenes have truly made a difference today.
We now call upon the school choir for the national anthem.